Hello, my name is David Massey, and I'm a watercolorist, oil painter, and a charcoal artist. And in this video, I'm going to paint an 11 by 14 oil painting from a photo I took while on a walk one morning. What caught my eye were the shapes of the buildings, the different angles and planes, and of course the bright morning sun shining on that one side with the shadows from the trees growing up on that left-hand side of the building there. I am going to crop in a bit on the photo and remove some things that I don't think need to be in the final painting. I'm going to take out the cars on the left and right hand side, as well as the telephone pole and wires. Normally I do like verticals like telephone poles or lights and wires. They add extra dimension to a painting, but in this case they end up right where I'm going to have a subject, a figure on the sidewalk. And we have those shadows in the background as well. So I could either move it or I can take it out. I just decided to take it out. And I'll quickly sketch in the figure that I'm going to put on the sidewalk there, right in that golden ratio point of the painting. I'm going to pretty much keep the windows and doors as is, maybe change the shapes a little bit and change the color of the door. I'm also going to take out that bench, the address numbers, the drain pipe and vents, and keep that wall fairly simple. I'm going to keep the area on the right-hand side, that doorway, fairly abstract, as well as the area beyond the left-hand side of the building, those bushes over there, abstract as well. I don't want the viewer paying much attention to those areas, but I am going to keep the trees pretty much as is, but I'm going to go into the sky and add some cloud activity up there to give more contrast to the top of the trees there. Here's my edited reference photo that I'll be working from. I chose not to tone the canvas this time as most of the image is pretty light, so toning it wasn't going to help me much in this case. I made a rough sketch with a charcoal pencil and then sprayed a casein-based fixative over that. And we get underway by laying in some of the darks first. It may be hard to tell on the video, but I did use warm and cool darks in various parts of the painting. After laying in the trees, I decided to do the shadow side of the building. I'll come into this later and darken that even more. I use both warm and cool hues on the side of the building. This represents the reflections from the ground or lights filtering through the trees. It also adds more interest. After I put these shadows in on the side of the building from the trees growing up the side there, I realized it was a little bit too heavy, too much. So later I come in and remove some of that just to neaten it up a bit. Time to add in the figure. I want to keep this as loose as possible, but still have it read as a person walking down the street. Now you see me removing some of the shadows that I talked about earlier, cleaning that up a little bit around the figure. Now I'm adding a darker shade to the shadow side of the building. Thank you for hanging out to the end. If this is content you like, painting, watercolor, or oils or charcoal, please like and subscribe.